Same will come to order. No.
When Senator Goodwin lodged his vote to end cloture, loud cheering erupted from the gallery, exactly the kind of violation of Senate decorum that Senator Robert Byrd always abhorred. Two Republicans voting with the Democrats to end cloture, Senators Snowe and Collins of Maine. Democrat Ben Nelson of Nebraska voting against. But just because the filibuster has ended doesn't mean Republicans have stopped dragging their feet. Majority Leader Reid says that the GOP is making him burn the 30 hours that are required but usually waived after a filibuster is broken. Two more Republicans on record as saying that unemployment benefits only encourage Americans to stay unemployed. Senator Richard Burr of North Carolina and GOP Senate nominee Ron Johnson in Wisconsin. But the most interesting reaction today came from the House, which originally passed this bill earlier this month. The Republicans contend that extending unemployment benefits without finding offsets just increases the deficit without actually helping people find their way back into the workforce.
The American people continue to ask the question, where are the jobs? And all they get from the president are attacks on Republicans. Listen, it's been 18 months since the president took office. The Democrats here in Washington have spent trillions of dollars of expanding the federal government, yet millions of Americans have lost their jobs, and our unemployment rate is at 9.5%.
But because unemployment checks get spent right away, nothing in them that you can put in a savings account, economists all agree that extending benefits is one of the most effective ways of stimulating the economy in a recession.
So the Republicans are saying you must pay for unemployment insurance, which diminishes its capacity to create jobs, and you must not pay for tax cuts for the wealthy, which did nothing to create jobs except to take us into an economic ditch.
Last but in no way least, there is Florida Democrat Alan Grayson, who ahead of today's vote argued that by trying to block unemployment benefits, Republicans are looking to resurrect the America of the Great Depression.
There was no unemployment insurance back then. There was no state benefits back then. There was no help for the people who had jobs. All they could do, like my grandfather, in desperate straits, supporting a family of 7, was to go to the dump and desperately try to find something he could sell. And that, my friends, is the America that the Republicans are trying to revive. The America of desperate straits and, for them, cheap labor. The America where people have nothing, hope for nothing, and are desperate to live to the next day. I will say this to Republicans who have blocked this bill now for months and kept food out of the mouths of children. I will say to them now, may God have mercy on your souls.